Hey there everyone, it's MisterStubstep, and today I have a few products that came in early from eBay. The official release of these products, the new Paldea collection, 3 variants, comes out January 6th, 2023. Happy New Year. And we're going to go through each of these products, then I'm going to open all of them, and we actually going to compare the promos and see, what we have going on. So first off, the unfortunate thing is every single one of these came with a Koraidon Jumbo instead of at least getting one Miraidon, which is a little unfortunate, but also kind of appropriate because I did pick Pokemon Scarlet, so Koraidon was my boy from the beginning. So we'll look at the Quaxly collection. Let me know what starter you picked if you got the game, or if you didn't get the game, what starter you prefer. Start a new journey with Quaxly and friends. I wonder if they're all going to say the same thing. These are very interesting collection boxes. Yep, same thing with Fuecoco and friends, and then the starter that I chose, the Grass Cat, Sprigatito, and yes, we're going to start that new journey. So I'm going to open all these up. We'll go through the stuff on the interior, and we'll have some fun. We'll start out with these beautiful pins. We have the Sprigatito, the Quaxly, and the Fuecoco. I think the Fuecoco might be the best pin out of all 3, but I do like all of them, and they will be added to our cork board that we have, which is very exciting. We have 3 Koraidon Jumbos. You can see that glitter that they have going on, so a little extra foiling and stuff than normal. You can see the stars, that double star rarity, also the Scarlet Violet 1 English, and then that new G for which sets are currently in the standard format. That Dino Cry, once during training, may attach up to 2 basic energy cards from your discard pile to your basic Pokemon any way you like. If you use this ability, your turn ends. So, very interesting throwback to the capitalized EX cards, but then they're using lowercase EX from the original EX days. We'll go over the promos within the boxes. So we have the Sprigatito. This is actually the first promo of the Scarlet and Violet block. And then we have 2 cards from the set in Quaxly and Fuecoco in their own unique holofoil patterns. So let's actually take a second to compare. I have the first Sword and Shield promo, and let's see the differences. So you can see the basic in the top left corner, slightly different. Obviously silver borders, that's an obvious one. You can see there's a little change of color, like 2 different colors of green. You see that? Like the background, it almost creates a 3D effect, how it's split. Almost reminds me of like the Steam Siege double type Pokemon, which is kind of weird. Obviously the holo pattern is more of like, it's more fluid. Like it doesn't really begin and end. It's very clear that it's only in the photo and only in the border. But as you can see, the reflection kind of keeps the same. Whereas this, sometimes you'll have some bleed, but this card in particular doesn't have bleed. Looks like the energy symbol's a little bit darker, kind of matching that color. And then the rest of the green is almost lighter than the general color that's all over this one. And you can see down below, it's the new G marker for what's in standard format. I think with the rotation, March, everything through Vivid Voltage will be rotated out. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. As you can see, this the weakness, resistance, and retreat down below is a little bit more streamlined. Kind of gives me like a more futuristic look, blends more in with the card versus this. I'm not sure which one is better. It still has the Pokédex entry in the bottom right. You can see the 2023 there, which is awesome. It's the same order of everything else, and instead of having that big long number, it's just 001. I will miss the set symbols, but I do think that them putting it that way, it makes it a lot easier to kind of understand where you're at, because that's like similar to the Japanese convention. But overall, everything looks pretty similar. It looks like the font for the HP, or for the number on the HP, is a little bit bigger, but everything else looks pretty nice. So very glad to add this to the collection. I'm probably not going to try to attempt all the Scarlet and Violet promos. I'm probably just going to get the ones that I really like, because that has some whitening in the top. But, it's still, because I proved trying to collect all of these Sword and Shield promos has been quite the pain in the butt. So I'm not sure if I'm going to go through that ordeal again. And then you have these 2. So I should have, I think, 2 copies of each one, since I got 3 of the box. We have the Fuecoco promo, which is very nice. I'll compare with the fire really quickly. I won't go as in depth as the grass, but I think overall the same changes, the 2 different colors, and then pretty much everything else is the same, and then that holo pattern, which is nice. Okay, so we won't have to go through each and every single one, but we do have that Fuecoco. Not my favorite artwork of Fuecoco. I prefer the just the regular set. And then we do have a code for that box. I'm just going to save the one Sprigatito box for myself because I have been playing the online game, and I've been quite enjoying it, so every now and then I'm going to put a couple codes for myself. Those are the set cards, and then we have the final Quaxley promo, which I really like this artwork. This one's probably my favorite artwork out of the 3 that they've given us. It almost reminds me of my favorite artist. It's not, it's Narumi Sato, but still a really nice artwork. And I think they're all kind of pictured. This one's kind of like the beginning of the game, but the rest, they could be in other places in the world. So there's that. And then we have these set cards as well as this code for y'all. So hopefully, I'm not even sure if those are active yet. Hopefully they are. But yeah, we have all of these. And yeah, really nice and shiny with the silver borders. Let me know what you guys think of the silver borders. And hopefully you guys are able to maybe find these early in stores. These retailed for $19.99 USD a piece. Each one came with 2 Silver Tempest and 2 Brilliant Stars, so no like variation between the pack selection. Probably just going to save 1 code of each set to myself. And I've actually never opened Silver Tempest before. Also, you may think, you know, the starter promos are kind of boring, but they're, I mean, while they are going to be made in mass, I mean, the Grookey, I think, goes for $5, the Score Bunny goes for $4, and the Saba goes for $7. So just some, you know, cheap promos from a collection box. They actually have decent value to them. I mean, I say decent. There's cards that are worth over $100, but yeah, they're not bad. They're more expensive than I would expect, and they are the first promos of a new block, which, you know, if you want to make the base set argument of new sets. So this code I will save for myself, and then I'll save 1 Silver Tempest, and the rest should be to y'all. I know I feel kind of selfish keeping some codes to myself, but now that I'm playing the game, I just want some nice cards and not have to use credit for everything. But Brilliant Stars, I'm getting really close to completing the set. If I pulled the Rainbow Charizard, that would probably be the biggest assistant to me completing the set. But overall, I'm actually really excited to open Silver Tempest for the first time. So this is a Brilliant Stars pack, so I will give that one away. And we will go into the next Brilliant Stars pack. Out of 12 packs, I expect to maybe get maybe 1, 2 pulls, hopefully. But, you know, I'm down for anything. I got these new promos, which is exciting enough. And we have the Magmortar. So now we have my first pack of Silver Tempest. I actually played a little bit with the Reggie Drago V-Star deck that they have as a default deck on the live. And it was actually pretty fun. I felt like I was falling behind. With just setting everything up and everything. But sorry, my cat got a hold of some of the plastic, so he's really excited. So I haven't seen a lot of these artworks, but I have opened up quite a bit of Silver Tempest packs online. This Emergency Jelly is an interesting item card. So I actually have seen some of these artworks, even though I haven't seen them in person. You can see, shoot, what is that Pokemon back there? I keep wanting to say Combee. It's like Rabombi or something like that. Maybe I might be completely out of, ooh, Stunfisk. That almost gives me Comia vibes, but it's Kanda, which I really like that artwork. And that's just a regular Stunfisk. It's not a Galarian Stunfisk. When's the last time y'all seen a regular Stunfisk? Vulpix looking elegant, and then the Rotom. Ooh, I like that artwork as well. And then Keldeo gets another one. If Cobalion, Terrakion, and Virizion are on your bench, this attack does 170 more damage. Shoot, I might try to do one of those decks. That's kind of cool. Ooh, and these Silver Tempest packs, they feel maybe a little bit extra gloss. I don't know how to explain it. They feel really nice, actually. But let me know if you guys have opened up Silver Tempest, if you pulled any of the alternate arts. Oh, Lantern, one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. Yeah, it seems like a pretty nice set. It has quite a bit of competitive cards, including this Togedemaru. I'm not sure if anyone's made use of this. I guess you could call it kind of a rogue deck because it like pairs up with a bunch of other basic Pokemon with low HP, but you can do some serious damage if you use a conjunction. Stonejourner. Why is that an amazing artwork? He's almost meditating or something. That is really cool. And oh yeah, we have probably the worst rainbow that you could get, but it is a rainbow and it is a secret rare, and it's the first one of the year. We have Brandon. You can use this card only when it's the last card in your hand. Draw a card for each bench Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's. And potentially good, but also potentially bad. I don't know. I don't really see myself using. I mean, I guess if you're using like a deck that is based off of, you know, the amount of bench Pokemon you had is what will dictate how powerful your attacks are, maybe. But that is... And Brandon is just... I'm sorry to all Brandons out there, but Brandon's just kind of a simple name. You know, like when you're playing video games, you want like some crazy memorable names. I guess this code is the other way. I wonder if that means it's a later print run or what. And these cards, my goodness. I don't know how I feel about these print runs. They're giving us more and more cards, which I appreciate. Availability is amazing to have. But then you get some cards that you're just like, wow. The best you can do is a binder copy, a reverse rare and muck, and the Arceus V-Star, which is always a fantastic pull. Because of Trinity Nova and Starbirth, kind of been getting outshined by Lugia V-Star as of late, but it's still a very solid card, and actually is held up quite a bit in value, surprisingly, so it's really nice. And it's just a nice artwork. I mean, who doesn't, you know, appreciate Arceus, the creator of all Pokemon? So, I have pretty much met my standard of pull rates, so if I get nothing else for the rest of this opening, I will be quite satisfied. Getting back into Silver Tempest, which is exciting. These, the centerings look off on these, but at least the cuts aren't as rough around the outside, which is nice. Oh, this is Brilliant Stars. What the heck am I doing? I'm all mixed up. I thought these cards looked familiar. Got Burmy. Oh, yes! Mimikyu V. This is an amazing, amazing trainer gallery card. You can see all the texture there. Let me try to show you guys a little bit. You can see another Mimikyu in the background. You can see the Gengar. So you Gengar collectors out there, and if you're trying to collect Gengar cameos, this Mimikyu V does have a Gengar in it. But the trainer, I forget her name, Acerola, she's very scared about what Mimikyu is watching on TV. Maybe Mimikyu is watching itself. I will admit, when I played this game and there's like the little Mimikyu moment, it did scare me a little bit. And the Empoleon. I do need the reverse holo of this. But this is a wonderful pull, and I do not have this in my Brilliant Stars Master Set, so it will be happily added to my collection. And that is part of the, what do you call it? That is part of the trainer gallery that is more difficult to pull. So that's also nice as well. All right, what do we have going on next? We have Silver Tempest, finally, the Capturing Aroma. Oh yeah, that one's not bad. You can search evolution or basic Pokemon based on a coin flip. This Whale Lord card, I think I've seen some use of this. 30 less damage. If this Pokemon has any special energy attached, this attack does 120 more damage and has 200 HP. And it's only a one prize card, but the retreat is heavy. Got Raichu looking mean. I kind of like that Raichu. Phanpy, my favorite artist. I really hope I get... Oh, that is such a cute Phanpy. Oh my goodness. It gives me Jungle Book vibes. Indeedee. Marini, Misdreavus, got the Swab Blue. We have Emergency Jelly. I think this one is interesting, but has to be 30 HP or less remaining, which is kind of annoying. And the Regieleki V. We are on fire this opening. Man, the Paldea collection boxes, they are not holding out at all. This is way above what I was expecting. And we still have another Silver Tempest pack to go. We're only a little over halfway, and we're doing quite well. Quite well indeed. All right. Let's see if Silver Tempest... Oh, we even have the new V-Star card. It is no different from the previous ones that they did. If you use Candace, it does 130 more damage. Dang. A lot of these single price cards doing a lot more damage now just to keep up with that power creep, you know? Something's got to give. Try bouncing. Interesting. Oh, Dreepy. There's the Komiya work that we're looking for. Oh, Dreepy. You drunk, Dreepy? Yes, another Phanpy. I can add that to my collection. Okay, I've seen people using this Palo Sand too, because this attack does 30 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. For 1 energy, it's only a stage 1, so not super annoying to get. And that's a lot of damage to hit on everybody. And then the Arcanine by Okacheke. Dang, Pokemon V, 100 extra damage. I'm telling you, all these cards are having to try to keep up. It's pretty crazy. All right, back to Brilliant Stars. We've already gotten 1 card for the Master Set that I didn't have, and these are... Yeah, I think these are a separate print run because all the code cards are flipped upside down or whatever, what have you. Maybe I'm just... Yeah, Acerola, there we go. Already got your... I guess there's still the VMAX too that I would need. Yeah, all the ones that I need... Oh, look how dirty that Bidoof is. You think that's ink or something? I don't know. Bidoof, you've been playing in the mud or something? I don't know how I feel about that. Professor's Research, always a staple to have. Let me know what Professor's Research you prefer. And we have... A Charizard V. Man, this opening has been fire. Not a super competitive card, but it is Charizard regardless. And I need a Charizard, not this one, but I do need a Charizard, so that is always nice to add to the collection. Probably just be put on my TCG player store. I have no need. I'm not going to be making a Charizard V deck anytime soon. Dang it, this pack was a little too buttery. And is this... Oh, it's not backwards. What the heck? Now I'm really confused, because some of the Brilliant Stars were backwards and some of them weren't. But we can move on through this pack. And I recommend, if you're ever like looking through your bulk, if you haven't started a TCG player store already, to start one. And then looking through your bulk, if you have some more competitive cards, consider, instead of just throwing them into your bulk piles, maybe listing them for a little bit more. And we have the Clink Clang. Finally, we were on a hot streak for a while. Dang, these are almost so glossy, they give me kind of fake vibes. I don't know. I like it, though. And with the texture on that rainbow card, definitely does not appear to be fake. And we have 2 more packs left. If we get 1 more pull, that would be amazing. I'm not holding my breath. Oh, Meowstic. Meowstic getting some cards. I can't remember if this is the male or the female. I think this is the female. Inviting users when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve your deck, or evolve one of your Pokemon. You may search for up to 2 supporter cards, reveal them, and put them into your hand. Ooh. So kind of similar to Inteleon and shoot, I cannot remember the middle evolution of that. Drizzile, but you have to evolve a Pokemon instead of just, scooping it up and putting it into play or evolving. Well, I guess you're technically evolving it when you put it into play. Got the reverse rare Clink Clang. Hey, we just pulled a Clink Clang earlier from Brilliant Stars. So that's cool with the Triple Gears ability. And Incineroar, taking a nap with the Love Disc and the Cursola in the background. Secret attack, choose an attack from one of this Pokemon's previous evolutions and use it as its attack. And then discard all energy for only 2 energy. Huh. I'd have to look at the stage 1 and basic of that to see if there's any attacks even worth using, but I'm not sure. That reminds me of, what is it, Experience Share, or what? I can't remember what item card allows you to use any of the previous attacks from previous evolutions. I feel like it's one of those item cards. Got Duosion. I feel like Duosion hasn't gotten a card. V-Guard Energy. Seen people put this on Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, it's a very versatile card. You can put it on a lot of things to get some protection. Yeah, Pikachu, that will also be part of that weird rogue deck. Oh, Ponyta. Mystery, one of Mystery's favorite Pokemon. That's a very nice artwork for Ponyta. We got Emolga with, I think it's a Rabombi. Venonat. Aww. In the rain, trying to stay dry. Radiant Serena. Wow, we are doing good with that Elegant Heal. I've played against a few decks with this Elegant Heal, and it's pretty obnoxious. I don't think it's as good as Greninja, but I think it's still a really good card that can be probably put in a lot of different decks just to get that healing every single, healing every single Pokemon, especially if you're against a Palossand. That's very useful. And we're finishing up with an Ursaluna V. Wow, this has been an amazing opening. So Radiant Serena, that means I only need 2 more Radiant cards from this set. Very pleased to add that to the collection. Oh my gosh. And then we even have the Ursaluna V, which, what do you have going on? Hard Coat, 30 less damage, boring. This attack does 10 less damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. So it starts out strong, but it gets weaker and weaker as you go for 3 fighting energy. Very interesting, awesome opening. These Paldea collections, despite me not getting both variants of the Jumbo, not too hurt about it, they really came through with the pulls. I mean, not including the promos. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ultra rares or higher. My goodness, this is, wow. That's more than half of the packs getting pulls. I mean, we did have a double banger in that last one, but still. And not bad ones either. We got an Arceus, a Charizard, and the Mimikyu. That is, whew. Let me know what you guys thought of these pulls. Let me know what you thought of this opening. Let me know if you plan on getting these boxes or not, or just ordering the promos individually. I know TCA Gaming, he had like lots of the 3 holo exclusive set cards, and then the 3 promos for like $7.99 each, which if I wasn't buying these boxes, I would have just probably purchased them from his site, because he usually sells the promos in lots. I think I paid $52 for all 3 of these, so it was a little less than the $19.99, because you're kind of buying in bulk or whatever. But I want to thank y'all so much for watching, and I will catch y'all in the next video.